Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets. I truly appreciate your time. I know how valuable it is. We have some major news, historic news in fact, that was just announced, and everybody, regardless of your politics, needs to pay attention. The North American Law Center has drafted articles of impeachment against Barack Hussein Obama, the President of the United States. I've read this document. It is absolutely eye-opening. It is 14 pages, and it lists 48 crimes that President Obama is being charged with, to include abuse of the Oval Office, criminal identity fraud, etc., etc., etc. I suggest strongly that you read this. Whether you're a Republican, a Democrat, someone who doesn't even care about politics, this is American history happening right now, and you need to pay attention. I'll have a link to the actual document in my description. Check it out. And why is this news? You know, people have been talking about this for years, but it's actually taken a step that will be raising some eyebrows next week. Committeeman Dave Ajima, I apologize, sir, if I'm saying your name wrong. He is one of the heads of the Michigan Republican National Committee, and he has taken this document that was authored by the North American Law Center and studied it, went over it, and he actually is backing it. He in turn has drafted his own document. Again, I'll have that link in this description as well as a link to Mr. Ajiman's website. If you're into politics or you're just into the Constitution, you really should check it out. A lot of good stuff there. And it's new to me. Just learned about it within the last 24 hours. This is big news because Mr. Ajima will be presenting both of these documents to the Republican National Committee at their next meeting, which just happens to be next Wednesday, January 13th, 2016 through the 15th. So they're actually going to have articles of impeachment for Barack Obama presented to the National Committee. Why is this big news? Because the Republican National Committee can choose to back it. If they do that, all that would be required to be one representative of the House of Representatives, just one, to enter these articles of impeachment for debate. Once that happens, they have to take it up, they have to address it, and they would have to vote on it. Now, like I said, it lists 48 different crimes that Mr. Obama is charged with. Whether or not you believe all of it, you should really read this because this is huge news. The common belief is that the House of Representatives, which right now is ruled by the Republicans on the majority level, they have enough votes to pass this. Now, if you're not familiar with the articles of impeachment, according to the Constitution, they have to be voted in favor of by 2/3 vote, or rejected if anything is less than 2/3. So the House of Representatives does have enough Republicans in it right now to pass this with 2/3 vote. Should that happen, it would pass the House of Representatives and then be moved to the Senate. Now, according to these articles and the studies that I have read within the last couple hours, this is where the concern is. The Senate would have to vote again in 2/3 to approve this. In order to do that, they would have to have 13 Democrats vote yay to pass the impeachment of the president. However, next week, a lot of people around this country are going to be made aware of these articles, and they're going to be able to read them, and news reporters will be reporting on them. And there are certain Democrats that might actually vote in favor of it should it get to that point in the Senate in order to save their own careers. We know that politicians in general, not all of them, but in general, most of them are worried about their next paycheck, their next election. Do you want to be the one person that went against your country, basically, should all this play out and be proven, of course, at a trial? Now, just because these articles have been drafted does not mean that it's going to happen. Doesn't mean that the president will be found guilty and removed from office and thrown in prison. It is simply the first step in a chain of events that has to take place. But it's gotten to that point. Mr. Ajima, on his webpage and in prefacing the document that he wrote, says that a couple of the events that have happened very recently demand a timely response by Congress. And he's referring to, of course, the executive action just announced regarding the unconstitutional gun control in a lot of people's minds, and how he circumvented Congress and the will of the people of the country, the majority of the country, and also how it just came out that the NSA was caught spying on congressional members while they were in Israel conducting congressional meetings. So, like I said before, regardless of what your personal opinion is, this is huge news. I usually don't require or ask or anybody to do anything when they watch my videos because I'm just trying to get information out there and what I believe everybody should know because it's the truth. Please pass this on. Please forward it in your Facebook, share it, put it on your Twitter feed. Get it out there because this information is historic and every American citizen should know about this because it has an effect on the rest of the history of this country. As always, I thank you guys for your time. I really appreciate it. I know how valuable your time is and how little of it we all have. So from me to you, thank you. Until we meet again on the next video, have a good day. Take care of yourselves. God bless America.